Teen employment can set the tone for a bright future. That's what city leaders are saying. But the latest statistics from the United States Census Bureau show about a quarter of America's teens are unemployed. Meanwhile, that rate is around 15% in Wisconsin and even lower in Dane County at just under 13%. That said, the national unemployment rate for workers of all ages is just 5.5%. Now, Stephen Durloff, UW professor of economics, says during the recession, teen employment rates dropped and remained substantially lower than rates for adult workers. While more older employees are headed back to work, some teens benefit from early jobs.
To say that today the teen is, maybe single or doesn't, need the money, quote unquote, the way that an older worker does, that's fine. But what about that teen 25 years from now? What we want is that people are on trajectories to have flourishing lives.
Durloff adds that holding a job can provide a sense of optimism about the future, particularly if a kid is coming from a low-income household. In this Fox 47 exclusive, Danica Lewis looks at how the city of Madison is putting more young people to work and why.
When I first started, a couple customers were like, hey, me and my family were just curious, how old are you?
Noah Sleeman has 6 more birthdays before he can legally enjoy a Bloody Mary.
And they're like, wow, how'd you get this job?
But as we all enjoy our bloofies, he's the little guy bussing what brunch is left behind.
They just thought it'd be a good idea to give someone younger a good experience for life.
About 6 months ago, Noah was a quiet high school freshman looking for some extra cash.
Interacting with other coworkers and even customers has always been really nice. And it's really a good way to refresh your mind while you're working and keeping yourself busy.
And without handling the brunch rush on Saturday and Sunday mornings,
I would be sitting in my bed watching Netflix.
The way some see it, the more kids employed, the fewer there are out getting into trouble.
It's like an immunization against bad things happening.
Madison Mayor Paul Soglin says there are stats to prove it. So last year, he went to businesses like Bluefees, asking them to find some room on the payroll for some committed teens.
If you don't have the connections, nothing happens.
With the help of Commonwealth Development and hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants, 150 teens like Noah were put to work. The goal is 650 positions over the next 2 years.
It's not charity. It is economic development. It is the maturity of a teenager. That's what's good for the company.
You really have to prioritize on your tables.
There was sort of shock and disbelief from a whole variety of people as to how successful the kids were, which included parents, which included siblings, which included best friends, and included the kids themselves.
My friends think it's really cool that I have a job.
For a kid who can prove his cool in cold, hard cash, Noah knows busing is only the beginning.
I think it's a really good idea because people can learn.
Makes you want to work harder, doesn't it? Soglin has focused mostly on manufacturing, office work, and retail positions in the city's youth employment and internship program. Before Noah and the other kids involved in this program even set foot into their jobs, they had to go through professional training, prepping them for the workplaces. After working at a locally owned restaurant like Bluefees, 15-year-old Noah is thinking about a business degree and perhaps owning his own place in the future.
And I was thinking, listening to him, how mature he is.
Right.
What a great future business owner he would be.
Yeah, he's wonderful. I was impressed, and he heard it all morning from me. So what a great path for him.
Super job. All right, Danica, thank you.
Sure.